Hello everyone, welcome to today's video. I am going to be breaking down SheHulk and why she is like one of the most underrated characters in the game and why she proved me wrong by countering the most annoying team in the entire game. No face cam today because honestly, let's just say I got a band-aid on my face and it looks really weird and just didn't feel like being on face cam, so we're just going to go with some audio. There's a fight that's recorded that you will see of me actually taking Fantastic Four and SheHulk in like versus battle, so live PvP against Black Order, and having a success of sorts. And I'm going to talk about this team, and I'm going to talk about why this works, and the incredible potential that this is showing, and how I use this team. And yeah, so let's just get into that right now. Okay, so first off, let's talk about SheHulk. She's a bit of the star of the show, I suppose, because this does not work if you're using Namor. When they brought SheHulk to the game, they're like, okay, guys, you have Fantastic Four. Let's take out the person that makes this a pretty good war offense team and replace them with SheHulk, and now they're a war defense team. It's like, well, this seems a little odd, and honestly, I was not a big fan of SheHulk. I was like, well, this is about the worst implementation you could possibly have for a character. And I wasn't happy, not a lot of people were happy. She was a good character, but Fantastic Four on defense wasn't exactly game-changing. So honestly, most people just ignored her entirely, and I was okay with that. But now, SheHulk has made Fantastic Four a war essential for me, and that is on offense. Yeah, I put SheHulk in for Namor, and this team now counters Black Order in a way. I have managed to do about 200k punch-ups with my Fantastic Four SheHulk team against Black Order, and I believe this was against a defense-upped Black Order, and I may or may not have been defense down. Once you get to about 200k Thanoses, it gets a little questionable, so you need your team built up as well. But what do I mean by sort of a counter? This team, I have straight up beaten Black Orders, but it does not consistently kill the Black Orders. However, it is incredibly consistent at killing at least one member of the Black Order team, usually 2 or 3 members, and that means that Thanos is no longer empowered, and the second attack is so much easier. And why is this huge to me? Because so many times in war, we're going, and we just hit this brick wall of an absolutely massive Black Order, and we can't do anything against it. No matter what teams we throw, we can't throw anything big enough that's actually going to kill the Black Order. So we just end up wasting a chunk of teams just trying to kill anything. But this team is like perfectly designed to kill at least one member. So if we kill one member, then we would have been through that Black Order hours ago. So I think if my alliance used this more, we would be winning even more wars. So I think you guys need to start working on this to start kind of working your way through the massive Black Order defenses. But yeah, so this is going to be Fantastic Four and SheHulk. You can see here I have her as a striker, level 4. I've actually built her up since the video that I recorded. I have a bunch of screenshots from the past, but I'm not going to put them in the video. Just know that I have done 200k punch-ups, taking out a few different Black Order members. The reason I'm not putting them in the video is because I would have to search for like hours, because I just got a new phone and they were on an old phone, so it'd take a while. But yeah, so I'm just going to go here and I'm going to show you through the rest of my Fantastic Four. You saw there was no T4s there, but that is actually a consistent feature. Okay, we go here. We got, I believe that's Skirmisher here on Mr. Fantastic. He is 7 red stars, 6664. He is significantly bigger than anyone else on the team, and that's nice, and it can help, but it's not essential. But this ultimate is really, really important, is really good, and can really help you get through it. Then you have Invisible Woman here. Again, she is now a healer. No T4s. Human Torch, no T4s. I believe he is a striker as well. And the Thing is also a striker. No T4s, only tier 9. So I have a few of these characters. They're not incredibly built, but there are a few important things. Like obviously, because my Mr. Fantastic is so built, if I were to have him smaller, I could build up the Thing a little more, and that would help, because his special is actually a good part of this. But there are two things you need to understand about this. First off, turn 1 with Invisible Woman, do not use her ultimate, use her special. And with SheHulk, same goes. Do not use her ultimate, use her special. So for both SheHulk and Invisible Woman, use your special turn 1. And then when Mr. Fantastic's turn come around, use that big ultimate. That's going to strip the defense down from Cull Obsidian and someone else. And at this point, you're going to be able to determine where you're going to go with your attacks. Usually here, the Cull is actually kind of weakened, so we can actually focus him down and kill off Cull, and they are no longer empowered. Again, remember, play this as your goal is to kill one person, not the entire team. So don't even worry about Ebony Maw and Thanos or anything like that. Cull is a good choice, maybe Proxima or Corvus if one of them gets hit really hard by something like that. But what normally ends up happening is, from what I've done the Human Torch special, the SheHulk special, the Invisible Woman special, the Mr. Fantastic ultimate. That kind of puts Cull in a bit of a tricky place. And then I have the thing coming up next, and Cull is in a weak spot with some death proofs. And it's hard to get through those death proofs, but remember, Mr. Fantastic is assisting consistently. You use the thing special, that's hitting a chunk of times right here. It can hit up to 3 times. If you get this T4, it hits even more, but again, I haven't. And you can actually clear potentially 4 separate death proofs, because if he hits the 1 time and that clears death proof, then 2 bonus death proof, then you get the assist. That's like an extra death proof. You're getting a whole ton of death proof clears. So I think that's a pretty clever way of actually doing this. And then if you get through those death proofs and you can kill them off, there you go. Problem solved. Yeah, that's a long way of just saying kind of how it works. It's not too complicated. It takes a bit of work, a bit of practice to get a good feel, but honestly, just focus down one character with this team. I guarantee you it's going to help you take down this absolute behemoth of a team a lot easier. So right now, I'm actually just going to show you a bit of gameplay that I recorded in live PvP to show you an example of the fight, and then I'll talk to you after. Okay, I'm literally just hoping to get into this battle in time. I can break it down once I'm in. But again, this is going to be F4 with SheHulk versus Black Order. And the entire premise of this is to at least kill one person. I can normally do this at 100k punch-up, but it's impossible to show you guys if the game never loads. Okay, we're good. I'm in. Restoring combat. Do not go. Okay, we're fine. Okay, that's fine. Okay, we are good. So there we go. We get to this spot right here, and I can use this ultimate. This ultimate hits really hard and strips 2 defense ups. So what I'm going to want to use here is the taunt with SheHulk. You're not going to bother with the stun yet. And I'm going to use this special. There we go. Cull Obsidian is dead. In a war, this is already a successful attack. So we're going to use this basic right here. The purpose at this point is to take out as many as you can to leave yourself a very clean next fight whenever possible. So even if I die fully right now, this has already been a success. We have taken it down to 3 members. I didn't even get the ultimate off with Invisible Woman, so this is not going as well as it has in the past for me. But at this point, I'd consider this a success. Alright, we're going to just rail into Thanos here. Clear that death proof, the bleed will kill him. At this point, it is like I'm in a really good spot going into the next fight. And there you go. I did not win this PvP, but that wasn't the goal. In war, this took out 3 people on the Black Order, and that is vulnerable. Alright, so here we are, we're back. That was the fight there. Again, as you can see, I didn't win the fight per se, but in war situation, that is a complete success because you can go in and finish them off because they will not have an empowered Thanos. This is not necessarily about pure killing, but countering in war. This is a war counter, and I find it very beneficial and very successful. It makes the war effort so much easier. If everyone does this, that takes out so many Black Orders that you will be so much faster through an enemy's helicarrier. It'll be great. Anyways, I do hope this was helpful. If you have any questions, please let me know down in the comments. If you are enjoying this or anything like that, make sure you hit that subscribe button, share this video, leave a like, comment, do all that. It really does help. Feel free to check out the video description. There's a bunch of links there for anything you want to do. I got a Twitch if you want to check me out live. I've got an Instagram I just made for social media. I've got a second channel, which I'm starting to post some stuff of just anything that's not related to this game, really. Yeah, just check that all out. The links will all be in the video description. I hope that this is helpful. I hope you all enjoyed this. And as always, I'm here to help.